Hello and welcome. So if you're running a small or medium-sized business here in the UK, you already know that AI isn't just some tech buzzword anymore, right? It's becoming absolutely essential to stay competitive. The big question is, how on earth do you pay for it? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're going to unlock the UK's AI funding landscape and show you the clearest path to get your project funded and flying.
Okay, let's jump right in with the most important number you're going to see today. £24.6 million. So what exactly is this pile of cash?
And let's be really clear about this. This isn't some far-off fund for academic research. Nope. This is real capital, on the table, available right now. And it's been specifically set aside to help businesses just like yours start using AI to get a real, measurable advantage in the market.
So a number that big is great, but what does it actually mean for you as someone making decisions at a UK SME? Where is this money really going?
Now this is where it gets really interesting. This chart shows a huge strategic decision. Just look at that. Almost half of the entire pot, 45%, is specifically ring-fenced for small and medium-sized businesses. What that tells you is the government is betting on you, on businesses your size, to be the real engine of innovation.
All right, so you know the money's there for you. How do you get your hands on a piece of it? Let's break down the three main ways you can do it. These are really the big three you need to have on your radar.
Okay, this table lays out the whole landscape perfectly. You can see there are three very different routes, and each one is designed for a different kind of business goal. You've got training grants to get your team skilled up, you've got R&D funds for the really cutting-edge, frontier type of work, and then you have serious loans for when you've got a solution that's ready to scale, and scale fast.
But hang on, look closer at these numbers because this is where your strategy really starts to take shape. The difference in success rates is just massive. The AI Training Fund has a whopping 78% success rate for SMEs. That makes it, without a doubt, the smartest and most accessible place for most businesses to start. It's your highest probability entry point, period.
But okay, what does winning this funding actually do for a business? Seeing the numbers is one thing, but seeing the real-world impact, that's something else entirely. Let's look at the proof.
Let's start with this company, a precision engineering firm in Manchester, 45 employees. They managed to secure just £12,000 from that high success rate AI training fund. And what did they use it for? Upskilling their team on predictive maintenance. Pretty straightforward. So they put in that relatively small investment, 12 grand. And the return? Well, the whole project paid for itself completely in just 7 months. But you know, that's just breaking even. The real value, that came next. Today, that one single project is generating £100,000 in annual cost savings. For a 45-person company, that is just a phenomenal, game-changing return on investment. And it all came from a simple, high success rate training grant. Amazing.
Now, let's look at a totally different route. We've got a health tech startup in Birmingham. They went for the much more competitive Sovereign AI Fund, and they won an £85,000 grant to work on their diagnostic algorithms.
That 85 grand was the catalyst. It let them build a working proof of concept. And with that proof in hand, they were able to go out to the private market and secure an additional £2.5 million in follow-on investment. You see, that initial government money basically took the risk off the table for private investors.
And the result of the project itself? Well, their diagnostic tool now hits an incredible 94% accuracy rate. It's so good, in fact, it's already being piloted in 3 different NHS trusts. In the world of healthcare, that is a massive deal, a potential lifesaver.
Okay, so the opportunity is definitely there. And the results? Well, they speak for themselves. The next logical question has to be, how do you actually do it? This is your playbook, your step-by-step guide to putting together an application that actually wins.
This 5-step process is basically your roadmap to success. You start with the simple stuff, just checking you're eligible. Then you build a powerful business case with a crystal clear return on investment. From there, you get into the technical details, you submit all the paperwork, and then you navigate the review. It's a method, but it's a proven one.
Now, just as important as knowing what to do is knowing what not to do. Trust me, the people reviewing these applications see the same mistakes again and again and again. Vague tech plans, financial projections that are pure fantasy, generic applications that have clearly been copied and pasted, and no real plan for what happens if things go wrong. Avoiding these common traps is absolutely vital.
Okay, let's bring this all home. Let's boil everything we've just covered down to the key takeaways and, more importantly, what you can do about it right away.
You know, when you look at the businesses that win this funding time after time, they almost always do three things right. First, they start early, like 3 to 6 months early. Second, they are relentless about focusing on the business impact, the commercial value, not just the cool tech. And finally, they prove they have a strong team with both business smarts and technical chops.
So what can you do like right now, today? Here it is, a simple 4-point action plan. First, check your eligibility for that AI training fund. Seriously, it's your highest probability shot. Then, build a business case that maps an AI tool to a real-world problem you're facing. Figure out your tech plan and start getting your documents together. There is absolutely nothing stopping you from getting the ball rolling on this afternoon.
So, we'll leave you with that question on your screen. The money is there, the results are proven, and you now have the playbook. The only question left is the one you have to answer for yourself and for your business. Thanks for joining us.